and welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On The Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas. And we are joined for this Rebel special, Nathan De Asha and Andreas Michli. Yay! You love my yays, don't you, Nathan? Right, guys. Okay, now before we get into it, you two have been making the national headlines for... Well, we'll get into that. But you've been making the BBC News. You've been in the Guardian, both of you, because of your refusal to shut your gym. So, Nathan, can we go to you first and tell us a little bit about what you've been going through the last few weeks?
So, mate, what happened at the start of the day? Basically, the suits down south trying to bully us in the northwest. And tell us was tier 3 lockdown, and we can't do this and we can't do that. We took a stand, myself, and basically, when I started, they made a lie. They said they had so many gyms backing me, no one backing me, and then obviously, after they said that, everyone started backing me and saying, keeping the gyms open. We got that overturned, the whole tier 3 thing, as everyone knows, through the parliaments. We, the whole country got behind us, mate, absolutely everyone, not just business people, fitness fanatics, everyone got behind us. And then I said to myself, this is not going to happen. The government aren't just going to just keel over. They're not going to happen. I said to everyone in the gym, grant my words, we're going to be locked down again in 2 weeks. Oh, no, Nathan, it's cool, it's sound. Mate, up to my known, the whole country was locked down again. Yeah. And then, I just said, listen, fuck, I ain't doing it. I'm not getting locked down, mate. I've got too much on the line. I've got too many staff in the gym. People who need me, people who need the gym. And at the end of the day, mate, the evidence doesn't back what they're saying. Even the government, no, the evidence doesn't back what they're saying, because even their own cabinet ministers are saying, no, it's wrong. WHO, of all people who are corrupt as hell, mate, says do not work. So, obviously you're going to have a rise in cases with more people being tested, which the test is 25% accurate. The stats say it all, mate, in itself. So why should, if anyone can provide me any evidence, that what I'm doing is wrong and that this thing is an actual pandemic, it is killing everybody, then by all means, I will close my gym. At the end of the day, mate, I've got family vulnerable, and the government say, I'm a minority, I'm black, I'm affecting more people who are white. So why am I going to put myself in a situation that's can do myself harm? I just don't believe. The stats and the science don't prove nothing. So, where I am, mate, since Andreas was, I ain't closing my gym. You ain't going to take it off me. And I'd like to see anyone come to my gym and try and take it off me, mate, because we just won't have it. I'm just not having it. Not one.
So, Nathan, are you open at the moment, or are you shut?
Mate, I'm open.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I thought I was understanding that recently you'd shut. Sorry, okay, carry on.
Mate, I'm shut, but I'm open, if that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
You can't see it, you can't see out. We're not pumping the tunes of volume 80, most people are doing their own thing, but we're doing our part, mate. We are open. People are travelling to Andreas gym the other day, came up to support us, and we have guys from Scotland coming down. If people are willing to travel, I've got for example, Giles, we've got members, mates, and members now who travel, who doing 6 hours round drive to train
to come to your gym.
After they've just done 9 hours of work, mate. What does that tell you? Then people need the facility. It's okay saying, we're going to McDonald's, but these people need that. This is their addiction. This is their drug. This is their escape. Yeah. And they need that. If you take that away from them, mate, your people then are putting strain on the NHS. Not me. It's the government who are doing that. And they just now, mate, they realise it, but they can't back down, because if they back down, they know they fucked up. Yeah. And then obviously they know they have the power again for a long time. And that's where after just being stubborn and like, what can we do? And as for the Merseyside police, mates, I'm having, it's uncalled for. Having 16, 17 armed response at my gym. Armed response. What's that, mate? You know what I mean?
Armed response at your gym?
Armed response, mate, surrounding the gym. What's that about? I'm sure, Merseyside is high on crime. We've had 2 shootings in the last 5 days. And, you know, there's more police at my gym than is at a shooting. What bullshit's that? You know, and it's bizarre to me, mate. It's literally bizarre because we're speaking our mind. Like Andreas probably knows, mate, himself, and I've posted a lot on Instagram. I can't post on Instagram no more, mate. I've been censored off Instagram. I literally cannot post a thing.
What?
My gym page, I've gone onto a platform called Parler just because, you know, I want freedom of speech. I'll just debate with one client today. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech. Yeah, that's what it is, mate. Everyone's entitled to that. Someone might call me a black swat or something, for example. That's their prerogative, right? And that's freedom of speech. They're allowed to say that. They're allowed to, mate. If you take offence by it, then okay, but that person's allowed freedom of speech, mate, and to take that away from us. And, you know, we're not doing nothing wrong. Expressing our opinions. The media are putting us across at these crazy tinfoil people who just do everything. We're against everything, but we're not. We're just, you know, we believe we're human. I have the right to provide for my kids, put food on my table. Every man and woman.
So Nathan, you're in the north in Liverpool, and Andreas, you're a zone gym in North London. Do you want to tell us your story?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty similar to Nathan's. I mean, the only difference I took was I just publicly told the whole entire world that I'm not fucking closing. come and try and close me. Yeah, I mean, in the end, you know, they didn't manage to close me. I was forced my hand. That none of my members could get in. They was just stationed up outside the gates to the car park. They had like police from every different borough in London. They were like rotating shifts because at the start they had sent like the whole of Haringey police down to the gates, and they weren't able to sort of like police the rest of the borough. One of the police officers told me we're getting calls about robberies and thefts taking place, and we're not allowed to attend it because we're being told to stay here.
Yeah.
So they had to. Scotland Yard basically set something up, and they were rotating shifts with other boroughs. We had like airport police, city police. Police from all over London. Yeah, it was fucking nuts. I'm telling you, it's fucking nuts. Yeah.
Was it all peaceful and?
It was peaceful, man. Every single police officer that came down was like shaking my hand, saying, "Carry on, mate. You're doing well."
Okay. We don't concur on that one because shit. Yeah. So they're in support. They're really. I mean, off the record, they're kind of supporting you, really.
Off the record, yeah.
So there's a general feeling. There's a general feeling that this is not right.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen what's been happening around the rest of the country. You know, some of the police forces, they're not like that. But down here in London, it seems the general consensus is like, we're doing the right thing.
So you're definitely, because I saw it's like a £70,000 fine, possible jail time. Your gym is actually shut now. So they managed to force it shut then?
They didn't force it shut. I made that decision. Just literally, a couple of members were managing to like climb over gardens and sneak through little gaps. And I think we had like on the last day we managed to have about 10 people managed to get in and train. It was just pointless in the end, didn't it? And everyone was all like standing outside in the cold, like being threatened. The police were telling them, "Say we're going to give £200 fines to you." They weren't giving them, but you know, people were standing out in the cold, getting wet. You know. Possibly getting ill, you know. So in the end, it was just like I felt more of a responsibility just to close it, sort of thing.
So what's the situation with this fine then? Are you going to contest that or?
Yeah, of course. You know, these things they can't be enforced. Like, you know, the council can't just tell you, right, you're paying 67 grand. They have to take me to court. I'll take it to court. I'll take it the whole way.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously the media's reporting the story. Has the media shown you any support nationally, or is it they're just reporting what's going on? They've been reporting it, but whereas so many different media news channels, they're like it's getting obscured a little bit between the lines, some of them, and it's like there's too many at the moment. Like one of them's reporting correctly with a little bit something wrong, another one's reporting that correctly with another bit wrong, and it's just it's all looking a bit messy at the moment. But in general, you know, they've been reporting the news correctly. What about you, Nathan? What about in terms of how the media, are they reporting utter bullshit or are they reporting the facts?
No, mate. The media up here, they're saying not at the best, mate. They're reporting, you know, we're all vandals, we're all thugs, and that's the way it is, mate. It's all one-sided. They don't want to hear your side because, you know, if you're speaking the truth, they don't like that, mate. And you know, at the moment, certain people want to get on media, you know, and jump on the platform and for their own agenda. Myself, mate, same as my guys. That's myself. I'm not in it for the media, mate. I'm in it for the lads and the girls of my gym and my community. I don't give two fucks for the media. I'm here just to provide service for my members and anyone else who wants to travel up. And that's it, you know. And that's the bottom line. It's when the media chants, I ain't interested. I talk to you because I know you and the rest, but the rest of them, mate, they're just telling to fucking just jog on, you know. But
jog on. Yeah.
Fox is inundated, you know, right now, and the missus has Channel 4 wanting to do a documentary because it's still open. I think we're one of the only gyms that publicly be open at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this, I don't really care. You can do it, but the lady who's talking to her seems like she wants to put our view across. A lot of them, mates, they're not into that. You want to look at us as thugs, as scallies, and just typical gym heads. When we're not. You know what I mean? It's sad me to it. You know, the media should be there to report the truth, and that's it. You know, don't edit nothing. Just let us speak. You might, like I said before, you mightn't like what we have to say, but so be it. And going back to before, the police are on a lot of them have been to my gym. You know, when the cameras are on, they want to act big and stuff and whatnot. And then when the cameras off, like, mate, fucking hell, your gym's sick in there. I've got colleagues who train here and it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's out of order. You know, we had one guy, mate, one person said the first time, he said, look, Nathan, I don't care who's in the gym. I just don't care. Get them out of the gym. Let me come in. Let me have a look around. And that's it. And I said, sound, mate. And then he said, look. I said, but in the day, you aren't coming in. You know what I mean? You aren't coming in. He said, I understand where you're coming from, but you know, we're doing our job. I said, I understand you're doing your job. I totally understand that. I respect that. You know, in the day, the Nazis were just doing their job. Hitler, weren't he? And that's what it's coming down to, mate. And
Yep.
He just basically said, look, I'm one of the few. He said, I'm one of the few. I work 12-hour days on a Friday. I go home to nobody. He said, normally I go to the gym, I train, and meet people, but right now I go home and then dive on the ale. That's a police officer, mate, saying he's diving on the ale because he hasn't got a gym to go to.
Yeah.
Now, if he's saying that, imagine how many other people are doing that. And you know, imagine people who only work 6 hours or who haven't got a job but rely on the gym.
Yeah.
Imagine what they're doing and imagine what they're doing.
Yeah.
All we need is just look into people's heart, look into your heart, and have some sympathy for people who are struggling, who do need it. But to me and everyone else, I think, and even the government has stated, the gyms are essential. They are, mate. And no matter what no one says, you know, and obesity is the biggest killer for this COVID. How do you do obesity? Exercise. But yeah, do you want to open McDonald's, which is a corporate place, and you want to open your Home and Bargains and your Next? Do you know what I mean? You tell me out there essential. Yeah. You tell me how that's essential. If you can prove to me that's essential, then it proves to me how my gym is not essential. And then, Giles, you go on to see, like, you know, garden centres are open. No disrespect to plants, you know, not the plant centre. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just understand it. They're basically picking and choosing what they want to be essential, and that's just wrong. And you know, I believe my view on everything is if people want to stay indoors and want to hide from this virus, or they believe their mask does work and protect them from whatever, then so be it. If your mask protects you, then why should I be phased not to wear one, and why should we be able to go to the gym? We're grown adults. We take the decision into our own hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, mate, these masks, it's just like having a ripped condom. It's the same.
Yeah, they're not very useful then.
You know what I mean? Like, no, someone's going in, someone's going out. It's one of them things, mate. It's daft, innit?
Yeah.
Everyone I just think how they're doing it, they're just doing it totally wrong. And I can't see it, and I've said it before, I can't see this whole thing ending the 2nd of December. I believe that they will give us all Christmas, and otherwise the whole country will go riot. And then I believe they'll try and take it off as a game, because obviously it's January, it's flu season, which now is COVID season. Everything's going to go up again, numbers will go up again, and we'll be locked down again. I think anyway.
Have both of you been keeping up on your own social media, the comments? I just wonder what the percentage of the who's for and who's against, and what kind of extreme sort of opinions you're getting. What about you, Andreas? What?
I'd say for like every 100 positive comments, you get one fucking idiot talking shit.
In what way? What do they say though? What do they say? What's their argument?
It's just general shit. Like oh god, let's read some of them. Come on. Let me find one.
It's just memes on his phone. just Kermit memes.
Yeah, like, I do have to search for them. I can't really find them. They're just talking shit, saying he's going to make the lockdown go on longer. He's to blame. He's to blame for this.
So Andreas, you are personally to blame for COVID and us potentially losing Christmas. It's your fault. You're the Grinch.
Yep.
Shit. What about you, Nathan?
Mate, I get a few, but then when they get on, mate, just hit them with facts.
Yeah.
And they're just, this. For example, I was arguing with one woman or one couple today, and they always say, "Oh, I've known 3 people who have died of this COVID-19." I said, "Fucking hell, we've known 3 people died of COVID-19. It's like you seeing aliens. It's not gonna happen." I said, because you're telling me your friends, the 3 people you know, were fit, were healthy, and had no underlying health issues prior to COVID-19. And then they said, "Oh no, but underlying health issue doesn't matter." On the death certificate, it said COVID-19. It does matter because in the UK, if you get hit by a bus on January the 28th, you tested for COVID-19 on January the 15th, you're down with COVID-19. So it does matter. It does. Oh no, it doesn't. You're so ungrateful, and this is all because of you. You're lazy. You're putting everyone's life at risk. And I said, wait there. I'm a father of 2. First of all. Before I'm a business owner, I'm a father of 2. Would any father in the right stable mind, put their 2 children at risk? I don't think so. And I'm a stable man. Well, no, anyway. Yeah, I'm a stable man. So why would I put my kids at risk?
Yeah.
My kids meet every day, mix them with the youngest people out there, laughing, shaking hands, running. We have an immune system, and that's what it's there for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All these people who are going crazy about this with COVID-19. These are the ones who are going to be the first to get injected with COVID-19. So it makes no sense. So you're running away from it and you're scared. Then you're going to inject it into yourself. It makes no sense. Get sick, a little bit cold, pop it out, and I'm sound. But it's the comments made to me. The comments are mainly on our side. Yeah. People don't want to admit that they're on our side because they think then the family members will attack them or the friend will attack them or so forth. But deep down, mate, a lot of them believe what we believe in. Even we got a protest on Saturday around town. Even those who didn't join us and those who are wearing the mask were all clapping. Yeah. If you don't believe it, then why would you clap? You'd do, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? So a lot of them do believe, mate, and people are getting tired, and it's coming to where it's on the brink, mate, of exploding, and it's really, really sad because I'm proud of this, mate. I love my country and I love my city with all my heart, and it's coming to a point. You seen last night the kids the kids in Brixton just ran the police out the area. People on the verge of exploding. They're already on the verge because a lot of people are on poverty line and on the verge there, and now you're just taking them over. Before the whole country erupts, mate, let's do something about it. Do you know what I mean? Let's take the initiative rather than lock us all down and feed us to the wolves. Help the folks. Do you know what I mean? Like Andreas was saying, mate, the government, for me and him, we got offered less money to close our gyms. It's not financially about that. But
I didn't even look at what they offered this time.
Mate, I got offered £330 a week. Yeah, £330 a week. My rent alone is £4,000 a month.
£4,000 a month. Wow.
Yeah.
So you don't want to know what my rent is, then.
I was like paying anything. Yeah. Putting me into more and more debt, and then which then can lead to a lot of things: homelessness, again leads straight onto the NHS. So they're just looking at a small picture rather than the bigger picture.
So what would both of you like to see happen in the next few weeks? Andreas?
In an ideal world, I'd like to see this whole shit just fucking thrown out the window and we get on with our lives normally. But we know that's not going to happen. Preferentially, we'd just be made essential. Gyms made essential because they are essential. Let's be real.
Nathan?
Mate, I just think let those who want to live the life they want to live it.
Yeah.
Those who don't want to live a life, I won't call them sheep, but I won't slander nobody. Those who want to wear a mask, those who want to isolate, then let the government help them, provide for them, give them some substantial support.
Yeah.
But for others who want to go and live life. Because at the end of the day, the bigger picture, and this may sound bad on myself, but bigger picture is the economy. We all do the same thing in life. We live and then we die. That's everything we have in common, right? End of the day, mate, the economy, once it falls, it can kill the whole country, mate, in years. You know yourself, mate, it can kill everything. And it's going to be the strain, it won't be left to me, you or Andreas. It'll be left to my kids, kids to pay the bills of what the governments have put us on. So let us just live our lives normally. If you break the law, arrest people. But I don't see breaking the law. Training at a gym, walking the streets, doing fitness camps in parks is breaking the law. I honestly don't see that. And that's, it's sad maybe because, prime example, I have 18 PTs working in my gym. Everyone knows PTs, they hand to mouth. You might want to still have on good wage. You wear hand to mouth. A lot of them, mates, in the whole 6 months lockdown, I've had many, many messages, mates, of those asking for help. Nathan, can you lend this? Nathan, have you got this to spare? And I'll always give somebody something. And then people, mate, are the ones, said to me, look, I just don't feel like I can go any longer. And that's sad, mate. It's really, really sad. Who you wouldn't expect to say that. You know what I mean? It's just because you see that as the easy way out. Again, then people see that as right here and right now. And that shouldn't be the case. The case should be supported, be helped. If you want to go to a gym, let them go to a gym. If the clients want to come, let the clients come, let them work. I just want the whole thing to be over, mate. It's not becoming shambolic. We're becoming a laughing stock, mate, and it's sad.
Okay, so that's nationally. Now, obviously, you with the news going on social media and on the national news and kind of, proper news channels, have you had support or any other gym owners from around the world reach out to either of you?
Yeah, mate, massively.
Yep.
What are they saying? What are they saying?
Mate, I know Andreas, I never knew him prior to this. He's on the phone to my missus, helping. We were both passing exchanges on what to do. The man from Rip Gym, I didn't even know that they live up my way. And I've met them. We've met hundreds of gym owners, mates, who I'd never think I'd meet. And they're all saying, listen, Nathan, I wish I could keep my gym open. I'm just too scared. Yeah. Thank you for fighting the good fight. Thank you for standing up. And people are just thanking. You get the odd one is, you're making things worse. But you're always going to get that, mate. But again, people are just so grateful that we're taking a stance, that we are, and that someone that's getting a voice. Because we don't really get a voice, mates, in Parliament. And us up north, especially, mates, don't get a voice from those down south. They don't. And they came trying to bully us. And we just told them to fuck off. And that's it. It's not happening, mate.
Yeah.
Just can fuck off. And, and that's, we sent the president, and then Andreas sent the president himself to London. Like, look, we ain't closing. Now, Andreas' front, he had tons of police just threatening the members and stuff, and that's wrong. That's totally wrong. The big old, you know what I mean? And it's crazy.
Andreas?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. That's what the world's come to. Literally. I've had messages from literally people all around the world, like people from America, gyms from over here, messaging me. There's been a couple of, obviously, like Nathan said, you're always going to get the naysayers. It's not even worth getting into it with them. You just tell them about themselves and keep it moving.
Yeah.
I keep saying it, but it's like where does the line get drawn? It's like for me, I felt this is where the line was drawn. That's why I did this. This is the line. My morals can't let me sort of like carry on that way. That's where I drew the line. You know, people need to realize sooner or later they have to draw their line, because this isn't going away. This whole COVID thing isn't going away, and what the government are doing, this isn't the answer to it. Whether there's some other agenda, you know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist guy. I'm nothing like that. But what's going on is wrong. It's simple. There's right and there's wrong, and everyone has to just draw the line. What's right and what's wrong? What side are you on?
So what comes next? What do you think is going to come next then? What's the next step for all of this situation that you guys are currently in?
Let me just check my crystal ball, innit?
Like, you know, right now my fight, I'm winning. I am winning. That's why I want to keep it. But I believe, mate, the chance is shut. The small business is down. That's how I feel, and that's what I've got. You come up north, mate, and tons of small businesses have paid. You just financially can't afford the second lockdown.
Yeah. I mean, the high street was struggling before this, wasn't it? The high street was struggling before this.
Mate, actually, just struggling before this, but you know, if you look on the government side, we had a massive increase on, you know, on sales around January, February, March. The city was doing very, very well.
Okay.
The lockdown, you know, businesses, you know, don't exactly make hundreds of thousands of pounds. What everyone may think, if you're a small business, you don't. You know, you live in hand to mouth, you're getting a few thousand here, but you have bigger outgoings. And a lot of them, mates, like bakeries, cafes, are closing. Yeah. And they're the heart of our community, mate. I tell people all the time, go to your local shop, go to your local supermarket, you know, go there, fuck your Asda's, fuck your Tesco's. You may pay 30p more for this. At the end of the day, people, if you haven't got that 30 or 40p, I bet you any money when you're on your ass and you go to that shop, hey mate, I'm 30p short for a fucking Lucasade or a tin of beans. That gentleman, that lady will say, don't worry about it, pass it in tomorrow. You can't do that in Asda, mate. Asda, it's called theft. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So go to your local supermarkets, go to your local shops, your local chip shops, support them. You know, and when we start taking the money out of these corporate people's mouths, then they'll start to listen. Because obviously then everyone down there in Parliament, all the little backhanders will all stop. We're all getting less and less. And that's the only way, mate, we're going to win, is by feeding ourselves and raising our own communities, spending in your community and no one else's. And I'm telling you now, mate, like, my ideal world, I've lived in Kuwait a lot of my life, and a lot of people know. Mate, in there, everyone helps everyone. They don't give it to the governments, they give it to the local community. And there's so much money. Mate, in the Muslim population, everything's done through the whole community, and we as a country need to do that, and that's the only way, mate. We will rise above this, and we will win. Keep it local.
Yeah, I think you should run for politics, mate. Seriously, I'd vote for him. I'd vote for him, mate. No, seriously, it's you got some balls there, mate. Seriously,
Adam Hudson is helping me next year go on the ballot for Liverpool to give the people a voice, mate. That's why.
Wow.
Come on.
Andreas is your vice president, your vice prime minister.
People are voting.
Yeah.
People are voting. You know, people are going on our bandwagon because they want to get a few likes on Instagram, a few hits, and sell lists and sell memberships. No, mate. No. Andreas, you can see, mate, his first community. He was publicly open. I don't give two fucks. I'm here for everyone, he said. I'm the same, mate. I'm here for everyone. And Aaron said, well, even if Nathan, you're never going to win because you're never going to back you, but you'll get votes and you'll get in there. When you get in there, mate, they have to talk. When they talk, you'll know then what's going on. Yeah. You can then into your community what they plan on doing, say your local area. Who do you want to sell it to? And then, mate, if you got ears, you've got a mouth. You can speak up and you can say something. Yeah. And that's the only way.
You make an effect. So, Andreas, have you got any final words before we go? Just anything you want to say publicly that's, it's obviously going to be seen by people?
Yeah, man. You know what? People just need to decide. You know, it's not something they're going to decide overnight. They're going to sit there and have they're going to think to themselves. You need to decide. It's deep down inside. What's going on? What are you doing with yourself? Where's this going, innit? Because really and truly, the answer to this whole thing, if everyone just got on with their lives as normal, just didn't listen to none of this shit, That's the answer right there. Done.
Okay.
We don't need to protest. We don't need to do petitions. We don't need to do nothing. We're just going to get on with our lives. We're not breaking the law. We're not doing nothing wrong. We're peaceful people living our lives. That's it. Problem solved.
Nathan?
Simple as that.
Mate, I just urge people to do your own research. Don't listen to everything you see on the television. Be your own person, your own individual. Do your own research. That's what matters. And keep it local. Spend local. Put into your local area. Keep it local. You want to buy houses or whatever. Keep it local. Keep everything local and keep spending and do your own research. That's the only way we're going to rise above all this tyranny and get over it.
Good. I personally, on a personal level, I hope that once this is all kind of we're in a lot better position. I'd like to see things like the actual just health addressed more, good health. Because a lot of people who've I was a bit ill a few weeks ago, and it knocked me for about 4 or 5 days. I don't know whether it was that or because I hugged someone with COVID. In a gym. Actually, it's probably not the best example, but she went like that, and she went, "Oh, I've had COVID." I went, "Oh, it doesn't matter. Give us a hug." But because I eat healthily and I exercise and I do cardio and I look after myself and I don't abuse myself. It's like I kind of for 4 or 5 days I was kind of fine again. So maybe if people were in a sort of more healthy situation with their lifestyles, I think maybe that's the bigger picture that we need to address when this is all hopefully done and dusted. And at the end of the day, gyms are a big part of that. So you two guys are a real.
That's what this is all about.
You're spearheading that.
Thank you. What this is all about.
Yeah. All right then, guys. Nathan De Asha and Andreas Michli. Really appreciate from Zone Gym, Prophecy Performance Center. Just keep fighting, guys, and I hope all the best. I hope it's not too much stress for you because I can imagine just how stressful. I think Andreas is a bit more stressed than Nathan. Like Nathan's just like, fuck yes.
Child, it's stress, mate. It's literally stress. I was trying to diet and everything's stress. I'm having to run around the gym every 5 minutes, see the police. Yeah. It's a nightmare, mate.
I know.
Because if I'm stressed, the members are stressed. So put a brave face on. Smile and just get along with it. But
hang on, you just said dieting. Are you doing the Olympia this year?
Hoping to do 3.
Come on.
No, I just assumed you weren't doing it. I thought with all this going on, I just thought, okay.
Well, you know me. I'm not going to talk on social media or do nothing. We're 3 weeks into it. We're waiting to basically hear off the embassy. And see what's going on. The lawyers have the paperwork. The only thing stopping me right now is getting to the London embassy. That's it. We should know by the end of tomorrow, we're told. But the diet's 3 weeks in, mate, and roughly about 3-4 weeks out. Wow,
because you only prep for about 6 weeks. Was it 8 week preps you do?
7 weeks this time.
Oh, he's pushing it this year. He's going to 7 weeks. Wow, fantastic. Oh, well, that's a nice positive note to end it on. Okay then, guys. Well, thank you so much for your time. And like I said, give these guys a follow. We'll bring up your Instagram accounts, not yours because you've been blocked, but off bloody Instagram themselves. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. And like I said, all the best. And I just hope this all resolves itself satisfactory for everyone.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On The Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas. And we are joined all the way from Denmark, Patrick Johnson. Yay! Did I get it right? Is it Denmark? It's not. It's Holland, isn't it?
It is Denmark, man.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Sorry, I just had a bit of a brain fog there. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us, mate. Now, where do we start? You were due to make your pro debut at the British Grand Prix 2 weeks ago. You were exciting everyone and getting people talking about your progress pictures because you were just looking freakier and more impressive in all your progress pictures, all over Instagram, all over social media. You tried to get to the Romania Pro, and tell us what happened.
What happened is the day before we have to arrive, we saw the government have announced that everybody coming from Denmark have to go to country for 14 days. Oh. And the show was Saturday.
Yeah.
We supposed to arrive from Denmark Thursday, and we were ready. We have packed the things and ready to go to the airport. Everything was done, and we have taken the COVID test. So they suddenly hear the news that if you're going to Romania, you have to be self-quarantined for 14 days. And that was basically impossible for us to be ready to go inside the country, because you have to stay in the hotel for 14 days. So you don't have access to go outside.
Right. So basically, what would have happened to you is exactly what happened to Samson Dowd in Korea, correct?
Yeah. And that outcome was not the most positive outcome for Samson neither.
Yeah.
Because it is not the best circumstances for a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Just to stay inside, don't have the food to train, to exercise. It is not the optimal condition. So I wouldn't do it. Yeah.
So I'm confused. So basically, if you got there, you wouldn't be allowed to. Would you be allowed to compete, but wouldn't be allowed to leave Romania for 2 weeks? Is that correct or?
No, I couldn't go. I couldn't arrive to Romania.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be able to go outside for 2 weeks.
So you'd miss the show.
Yes, so I will miss the show. Yes.
Oh no! How did that feel, mate, when you found that out?
Oh man, I was furious, man.
Yeah.
I have been working the whole year, put my focus, and I was on it every single day, man. I had made so many sacrifices just to make my dream become a reality. Yeah. So.
Oh man. I think when I saw those last progress pictures, when I don't know where you took them, but I was just like, oh my God. I posted a side chest one on MD, and I said, here's that. And I said in the preview with Ron Harris on MD, I said, look, this guy could be the dark horse. He's just, this muscularity, his detail, his thickness. I said, he's not missing anything. He's got good flow. I said, this guy could this guy's a real dark horse for the win,
Yeah. The pressure was there.
Yeah.
Especially from the social media, because I was not used to all these show lights. So now it is me, the big name now, but I have to prove myself first.
Yeah. So
if I can make that statement.
I think if even 80% of what we saw on Instagram would translate onto the stage, I think you'd have done very, very well. But it's done and dusted now. There's nothing we can do about it. We can't change it. So Patrick, I want to get a bit of a light on you as well. Now I've been aware of you probably about the last year or two. Do you want to tell us a bit about your contest history?
Yeah, I'm originally from Sierra Leone, West Africa.
Where sorry?
From Sierra Leone.
Oh, Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Sierra Leone, West Africa, yeah.
Okay.
I came to Denmark 1998 because of the war from Sierra Leone, the civil war. So I came here.
So what made you come to Holland in particular?
To Denmark.
Sorry, Denmark. Sorry. I will get the two mixed up. Sorry, geography. Denmark. What brought you to Denmark? Why Denmark in particular? It
wasn't my choice. My mom lived here before.
Okay.
So it took me and my little brother and my little sister, and she moved back to Africa for 5 years ago. So now it is just me.
Yeah.
And my two small sisters.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us about your contest history. When did you start competing and where?
I start actually the late. The first time it is 2011.
Okay.
At the Danish National.
Okay.
I won that the year after I do Danish National again and the Nordic Grand Prix. And the Europe Championship. Then I took it's back 2012.
Yeah.
I do the Arnold Classic back. I think I got a second place.
Okay.
Alexikov won that year. Yeah.
Oh, Alexei Lasukov. Was that what, 2011? Yeah. What year was that?
Yeah, no, 12.
2012. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Then I got the shoulder injury with my rotator cuff. Then I had to do some rehab training, and things just got worse and worse because there was a little bit, how do you call it? Irritation.
Irritation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Didn't flow around. So they have to open up and make more space inside.
Yeah.
So it took some years to get back again. And some tragedy happened to my family. I lost my father and my stepfather. So mentally, I wasn't ready to make a comeback again.
Yeah.
So the process was longer than it should be because I had some demons that I have to deal with.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to come back, man.
So what year did you come back?
What made me come back? It was unfinished business, man.
Yeah.
The bodybuilding was always the place. Training was always the place to me for stress out, and I just miss training.
Yeah.
Then I start training again, and can see, okay, I still have it on me because I actually gain muscle quickly again. Mm-hmm. So I start getting that mindset again. Okay, I can do it.
Yeah.
Then I just take one day at a time, you know.
Yeah.
I see the weight getting higher. Then I say, okay, it is time to.
Yeah. So how old you know? How old you know, Patrick?
I just turned 33 actually this Monday.
Wow! Happy birthday. Okay. Well, you're probably.
Thanks, man.
So 33, and you turn pro. I think you're in a very good position, actually. I mean, I know it's been a bit of a rubbish year for you in terms of being able to step on stage. But give us some stats. How tall are you? What do you kind of compete at? What kind of body weight?
I am, according to my passport, I am 185, but I am 178.
170. So hang on a minute. 185 is what, 6'1", 6'2". So you're really, really tall. You're about 6 foot tall, or 5'11", or
under.
Just under 6 foot
like
tall.
5. I think maybe 5.
5 what? Sorry.
No, it is under, man. Like 5'10", maybe.
5'10". Okay. So what do you think you'd have weighed on stage if you'd have been in Romania last weekend?
Honestly, I will have been after 120. 120 kilo. Yes. And that is before like carving up, So.
Yeah. Before carving up. Wow. Okay. So when did you tell us about when you turned pro?
I turned pro 2019.
Yeah. Which show?
At the Nordic Pro in Denmark.
Yeah, I remember seeing the I want muscle. your posing routine.
And there I weighed 125, but I wasn't like 100% ready,
Yeah.
I was getting a lot of water.
Yeah.
But I knew with my size, I couldn't make it. So I didn't have to be like 100% to win that show. I knew that. So.
Yeah. So you just came in at kind of 90% just to get the pro card and just to and then come back. Yeah.
And go home and prepare for the real deal.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, there's no more shows now for 2020. There's no other chance for you to qualify, is there, for anything?
No, not this year, man. My mindset, I have already put my mindset for next year, man.
Have you got which show have you got? Have you got any thoughts yet?
No, not yet, man. I am just taking one day at a time with what is happening with the world right now.
Yeah,
it is unpredictable to put a date,
Yeah.
So I just want to work hard in silence and show up.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of, I know with obviously things are changing and things are very chaotic at the moment. Have you given any thoughts to whether it would be a European show or an American show?
Honestly, this year the plan was to do some American shows.
Yeah,
but that was impossible to go to US at that time because the show was always like canceling or move to another state.
Yeah.
So we said, okay, we are not going to do some US. So we are going to focus in Europe at the end of the year. So we did that.
Yeah. So what happened with the British Grand Prix then? What was the reason why you couldn't get there?
The reason was it is the same again. It is this you have to stay in self-quarantine for 14 days,
Yeah.
And we have I couldn't be there like a week before, but it is too late for me to come in. And I have a job, and an application to take care of. So I have some bills to pay. So I can't just go to my boss and tell me, listen, I have to go now.
Yeah. Which is,
I have a show to attend to.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that because it is bodybuilding that motivates me every day.
Yeah.
But right now it is not bodybuilding that pay my bills. So
yeah,
everything I'm doing, it is by my own pocket. So
okay. So what do you do for a living then, Patrick?
I am some kind of teacher, social worker.
Oh, okay.
I work with youths, with people who have some difficulties, like.
Wow. Yeah. So what do you enjoy that?
I enjoy that, but it is not what motivates me in my daily day.
Yeah.
I want something. It is bodybuilding that motivates me, but the bills have to pay, man.
Yeah. Well, of course. So how long have you been doing the social work for then, Patrick?
Actually, it is when I got my injury back 2011. Then I took the education for social work for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
Because I need something meaningful of my life. I can't wake up not have something that gives me meaning to wake up. So
yeah,
I said, okay, back to the school again.
So you went back to school to study for this, and then you're now a social worker. Do you find? I mean, what kind of age range are you? How involved? Do you kind of? I mean, what do you do with the kids? Do you kind of do you help them with physical activity, or how is it? Or is it just?
It is all about it is like coaching, It is mental coaching.
Yeah.
Give them more self-esteem and motivate them to stay positive about life. It is not everything is so bad,
Yeah.
Their life is tough, but you have to make a decision every day to be a part of the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So you can always blame other people for your problems,
Yeah.
It is like everyday guidance for them to make the right choices, to be a better person, to give, not always taking.
Yeah.
It is those kind of thing I'm doing with them.
I mean, that must be hugely rewarding, because when I spoke to Cedric McMillan, because he works with a youth project, and he says it really gives him a lot of fulfillment, to really kind of, because the thing is, when you're a larger than life character, some of these kids, they'll look at you like a sort of like almost like a superhero, like a big brother, and it's something that they will listen to you, whereas they might not listen to someone of a slightly older age, but maybe because your size is kind of, it's inspiring for them,
It is, and a lot of them have started training too, because they are inspired of how my physique look like. But the thing what worries me sometimes is they think when they're big, they can use that body to do something harm.
Yeah.
They get more power. They don't think about the consequence of now I'm becoming stronger. It is not about your body. It is how you think,
I suppose it's giving them. I suppose that discipline. I suppose that discipline will give them confidence, though. And I suppose there's some that will just think, I need to be big so I can be tough on the street.
Yeah, it is that I don't want them to be.
Yeah,
I want to give them confidence, and then I want to give them a belief of I can do it, but not to show off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when you start show off, it is there the problem comes, because people's outside looking, okay, he's that guy is big just for show off, because people don't see me like that. People see me like a polite guy, down on earth. They don't see me the big beast.
yeah. They just see you as Patrick, the social worker, the guy who's kind of helping them through life, So do they? What do they think about your bodybuilding? Do they think it's cool, or are they into it?
Yeah, they are into it, but they don't have that self-discipline to do it, you know. So you have to shoot them every day.
Yeah. I can't imagine taking those kids training and seeing them grow in confidence. I bet it's very rewarding, you know.
Yeah, it is. It is what motivates me to man.
Yeah.
Just to do something for other people to see them happy.
Yeah.
It gives me joy too.
Good. No, that's fantastic to hear. It's nice to hear the bodybuilders doing, you know, something specially, because bodybuilding can be seen as such a selfish sport and very insular. And I think when they, you know, you're helping and helping others, it's very inspiring. I think, and it's very inspiring for those children. You could make a big difference to their lives, you know, and I'm sure you are many times.
Oh. It is, man. It is like today. I am free, but they are still calling me on my working telephone.
No. Fantastic.
Just to hear my voice, because they want to hear my voice every day, man.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's great. No, that's great. That's great to hear. And I think it's important that things like this are really kind of spoken about, you know, because it's, you know, it's like you said, you could be the turning point for those kids in their lives when they could be going down a very dark path, you know.
Yeah. It is mostly just what this kid needs. It is somebody to listen to them, you know.
Yeah.
Listen, hear them. That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's the foundation of helping them. It is to listen to them. It is the only thing they need, because they don't have that how do you call it?
Support.
That support at home with their parents or because now this world we live in, everybody is just too busy. They don't have time to take their responsibility to take care of their youth now, their children. So it is like it is up to the system to take care of them. So
yeah. So let's talk about Danish bodybuilding, because I honestly, right now, I was just, when you were talking, I was thinking about, let's talk about Danish bodybuilding. I can't think of Danish bodybuilding being absolutely huge at the moment. So how is it doing generally? Because it's not a country you hear much of in terms of amount of bodybuilders coming through, apart from people like yourself.
As a male bodybuilder in Denmark, there are not so many. They are more like in the 90s, there was many good names, you know.
Yeah.
Now it is more this new trend with men's physique, bikini. There are a lot of them. It is a big thing in Denmark, man. There are a lot of those physique as a men physique, you know. But bodybuilding, man, it is dead, man.
Is it really? Yeah. I mean, some countries it's flourishing, and in some countries it's like I said, it's more men's physique. It's more the kind of classic. I mean, who did you have anyone to mentor you in the last 10, 15 years as a bodybuilder? Anyone coming up that helped you come through?
To be honest, I am a self-learner, man. I have always learned from myself, man.
Yeah.
I just like to train, so. When I start training, I don't have any mentor or any older people to teach me something. Everything I know, it is by my own.
Yeah.
They are by my own self, you know.
Yeah. So who preps you though, Patrick?
I have my friend that is he's a dietist.
Okay.
So he take care of my food, all that kind of thing. Then the training, all the stuff, I take care of it. So.
Yeah. So you completely, your own training, you just completely, that's your thing.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I don't believe like a coach can do something for you under the training department, because I think the vision should pull you forward, you know.
Yeah.
It is how hungry you want to get this thing, you know.
Yeah.
If you're hungry enough, you're gonna be a beast and thus outwork everyone in the.
If you're hungry enough, you're gonna be a beast. I like that. That's a really good quote. That's a really good quote. So let's talk about training. Are you a high volume trainer?
I have split a lot, you know. In the old days, I can say in my younger days, like when I was 14, 15, 20.
Okay.
I do like the heat train, like the Renedas, very high.
Yeah.
They are very low volume, but very heavy, you know.
Yeah.
But after my injury, so I have to split my training, or else I can improve my body again. So I switch high volume training.
Yeah.
And actually, my body responded very good to it because it wasn't used to those kind of stimuli, you know.
Yeah.
It is quite funny how your body adapts quick to some training style.
Yeah. So you so you obviously have to be careful because of your shoulder. You don't want to go too heavy and inflict more kind of damage.
Exactly, because it is very sensitive area, you know. You use it every time, every movement you do. So I have that fear always in my mind.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna do one heavy movement, then it is just a matter of second. Then maybe something could go wrong. So I don't do heavy training anymore. And there's some exercise that I don't do it. They are needed to. It is like the bench press, upright rows, those kind of movements.
Yeah.
I don't do it because it irritates my shoulders.
So now you're a pro. Have you trained with any other pros?
To be honest, I don't like training with somebody.
Don't you? Anyone? Really?
No, man. I like to just take my headphone on and just isolate the world, just be myself.
Okay.
That's how my best come out, you know.
Yeah.
The only time I would like to train with somebody, it is like close to the show, like 3-4 weeks out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's easier, you know.
Yeah.
But in January, I am best when I'm alone, you know.
Yeah. You're really creating a kind of an image of this, like the Americans are going to see you now as this hidden away bodybuilder. No one really knows anything about him. He trains by himself. He kind of teams up with people to get ready for a show, but you stay very under the radar. I think you're really going to get a lot of, I think you just putting your pictures out, I think have got people talking in the last few months, because I mean the pictures you were showing, I was like, okay, every single time you were posting, you were looking better and better and better. And I guarantee, like I saw the response on social media on things like the likes and the comments. I was like, people are really, really starting to notice this guy now.
Yeah, I can feel it too, man.
Yeah, good.
They are talking a lot in Denmark too, you know. The last 2 years, it is booming, man.
Yeah. Have you had any other pros reach out to you? Any other pros reach out to you or say anything or put any comments or?
I said there are two kind of people, you know. There are the cool ones who like me, tag me, want to be friends, and they're the one that only one look can start, but they don't react, you know. I think they are intimidated.
Intimidated. Yeah, intimidated. Well, they will be because, you know, you're a new guy. I mean, I hate to say how you would have done in Romania because I don't know how you would because I was looking at pictures and I was thinking, shit, this guy looks good from every angle, the back, the side, the front, every compulsory pose you were hitting. You know, I saw the video when you turned pro. I was thinking, this guy is really super complete. He's thick. He's like, it kind of reminded me of like the old school Bertel Fox muscle, you know, that thick, detailed, you know, sinewy kind of striated size. I was just like, shit, this guy's really, really, really good.
Oh, it's good you mentioned Bertel Fox. I like it, man.
Yeah.
I like his physics.
Yeah. So who do you like? Who's your favorite pro competing today?
So very honestly, it is Phil Heath.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. I think you read my mind. Yeah. So no guesses for who you think will win the Olympia this year then?
Oh, that's one is a tough question, man. I think Brandon Curry, he has the age, but Phil Heath definitely have the overall complete physique, you know. I will go with Phil Heath, man.
You're going with Phil?
If he come hard and rainy, then yes, I will go with Phil Heath any day, man. Wow. Okay.
Anybody else? Any other? I'd love to see you training with Roly Winkler. You know, I think you two would have fantastic training sessions together.
That could be cool, man. Maybe to make something happen, man.
Yeah. I think we're gonna get arranged. Okay, then Patrick.
Pain workout with Akim Williams.
Oh my God! Oh, so you are strong then? You're pretty strong then, because you've got to. You wouldn't say you train with Akeem Williams if you weren't very, 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 very strong.
To be said, not to be kicky or something, but when it comes to leg workout, I don't think many of them can follow me up.
That there is what we call in the UK fighting talk. So you could squat 8 because Akeem can squat 9 plates. What can you do?
I can. I am not the guy like go up and fill up the squat bar because I actually squat at the end of my workout. So
different.
300 kilo for reps at the end of my workout. After doing all of the compound exercise. So if I do like normal training, warm up, cycle, do some leg extension, bench press, then I do some squat. I can easily squat to 340, 50 kilo.
What? You end the workout with 340 kilo squats? That's 7 plates aside.
No. Yes. I do like 300 kilo mostly at the end of my workout.
Holy. So you can do 660 pounds at the end of your quad workout?
Maybe in the middle, but not in the end. But 300 kilo at 10, yes.
Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to address Akeem because I'm going to make him watch this. Akeem, we've got you a new training partner in Denmark, mate. So, yeah, I'm going to send this to Akeem and I'm going to say to him, look, we've got someone who wants to challenge you to a leg workout.
That would be a dream, man.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be awesome. Oh, well, hopefully if you get to America or, we get Akeem over here, we'll definitely try and make that happen. But, Patrick, I wanted to get you on because, I couldn't believe it when someone put a comment on the Instagram and I was like, oh, no, because I posted that picture. I reposted it on Global Muscles on my own. And I was so heartbroken for you, mate. But at the end of the day, it's it is what it is. Everyone's kind of been affected by this situation, and I just wanted to shine a light on you because at the end of the day, I think you're gonna have a great pro career. You're 33 years old. You're hungry for it. It's and I can see it. I can see that it's given you purpose and it's something you really want to go for in the next couple of years. So, is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Yes, of course. I want to thank my fans that stayed with me throughout this time. And I want to thank you to give me this opportunity to make this interview. It means a lot to me, man. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah,
Patrick, it's my pleasure, mate. It really is. And I'm just so glad you came on because I was thinking, shall I ask him? Shall I ask him? But I just honestly, I wish you all the best. And I think you're definitely a guy to keep an eye out on, mate, because I think 2021 is going to be a good year for you.
I hope so, man.
Yeah.
It can only be better, man.
It can only get better unless, I don't know, we get invaded by aliens maybe or something. I don't know. All right, then, Patrick Johnson, thank you so much for coming on and keep an eye out on this guy because he's making waves in 2021.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Patrick. I will speak to you very, very soon.
Yes, and thanks.
Bye-bye. Take care, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, guys, it is shout-out time for episode 17 of MD Global Muscle. So who do we have first? Okay, a guy called Mohamed Ilman. He just placed 4th at the Romania Pro yesterday in the Open. Absolute monster, this guy. Here he is there he is there, leaning there. I'll be honest, before the Chicago Pro, let's go to the Chicago Pro pictures. The size of this guy. Okay, here we are. This was at the Chicago Pro. I believe he was 11th. Look at the size of him. I was actually really disappointed with his placing because when I saw in the pictures in the play-by-play on MD and everything, I thought he was going to get a lot higher than 11th. Maybe the conditioning wasn't quite there yet. As you can see, the legs are lean. Great striations in the quads there. But so anyway, he went back to, it says he's Egyptian, coached by Ahmed Askar. I don't know whether he's coached remotely or whether he's actually coached at Oxygen Gym. I'm just assuming if I hear he trains in Egypt, Egyptian Power IFBB Pro League team. Real Steel Official has a YouTube channel there. Check it out. So anyway, he popped up at Romania. Well, it was yesterday, but when we're filming this. And 4th place. I was absolutely thrilled for him. Absolutely incredible. Thanks, Tim Gardner, for a lovely and fantastic day. Thanks, Romania Pro. It was fantastic and fantastic organisation. I will be back bigger and better to win. God, I mean, I'd love to get some stats on this guy. I think we're going to have to get him on Global Muscle definitely very, very soon. I hope his English is good because, even if it isn't, we can always get him on with a translator. We've done it before with Hassan Mustafa, who didn't speak a word of English, and we still managed to get a good interview with a translator. So, but it's just nice to give some exposure to these exciting new faces like Mohammed. I'm so thrilled to see this guy hitting the scene. I mean, he's tall, he's wide. I mean, look at that. God, he's eating his Weetabix, isn't he? God. What do they call Weetabix in America? Weetabix. Ginger biscuits or something they call them.
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. No, Lucky Charms and Weetabix are not the same. 6 days until my next competition. Look at the size of him. He's really good muscle detail as well. I was watching in the live stream yesterday, and through the delts and everything in the quads, you can see the great detail. Any pictures you want to see, Colin? That's a good one. See, Chicago, he was good. I thought he'd get higher than 11th, when he's in Chicago. I was surprised. But tell you what, though, look at that. That's a good angle. The condition, the detail. I mean, look at the size of his shoulders. Good, the good separation there. Deep separations. Big traps up by his bloody ears. Look at that. What a monster. Yeah, I hope to see more of this guy, and I think we'll definitely get him on MD Global Muscle. There he is with Ahmad Wadani, fellow Oxygen Gym. Yeah, Oxygen Gym guy, yeah. So look at this. Whoa, look at that. Holy shit. What a monster. That was a Chicago Pro. Is it Chicago Pro? Yeah, the way to Chicago Pro. So I'm assuming this is maybe when he turned pro. This is a guy we're definitely going to have to get on Global Muscle, find out more, because he's a real exciting newcomer, this guy. Absolute monster. There's no other word for him. Yeah, some training stuff. Let's see him training. What do you want to see him training? What's that?
Obviously biceps.
obviously biceps. So look at this one. Let's have a look. God, I wonder, he looks tall as well. Yeah, what a beast. I thought actually he could do with a little bit more arms. I did. When I watched his posing routine, I felt like the triceps and biceps, I felt like they could definitely be thickening up compared to his back, and his legs were absolutely enormous. I think that's my only criticism really for his physique, and his arms look great there in that picture there. Oh, accidentally clicked on it. Yeah, looks fantastic. Yeah, I wonder if he's Big Rami's long lost brother or something. It's probably the same gene pool. Look at this guy. Look at this. Wow. Okay, I'm in New York waiting for next flight to Atlanta. Oh, for Chicago. Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely need to find out more about this guy, because he is an exciting addition to the Pro League. Yeah, very, very big, very complete, great detail, and got a great placing there at the Romania Pro. I wonder how many points that gives him actually for next year's Olympia. Imagine 4th place in qualifying for the 2021 Olympia. I imagine that stands him in pretty good stead for points. There he is with Vlad. I call him Vlad the Impaler because I can't say his last name. And Vlad the Impaler sounds cool. He's 24. There's Regan. So was Regan only 27, 28? And you got this guy. A lot of newcomers, a lot of young blood coming through the ranks now. But absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's go to our next shout out. This is Carleem's shout out. This is Carol Alves, IFBB Pro. Carol won the women's physique at the Romania Pro yesterday. Am I correct? Yeah, she won the women's physique. Yeah. That's a bit of a crappy picture, that one. Can't really see much going on there. She beat Lenka, who I think Lenka was 3rd or 4th. I think Lenka was 3rd, who won the British Grand Prix the week before. I was kind of thinking she'd be the favourite. Let's have a look at these pictures. God, look at that. Look at the condition. Oh, she's awesome, isn't she? So where is she from, Carleem?
Brazil.
Oh, she's Brazilian. Yeah, I can see she's right in Spanish? Brazilian? It's Spanish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Edit that out. Sound really ignorant. Wow, look at the striations on her butt. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. It's good. Yeah, she's very pretty, isn't she? She's got a lovely face. I mean, I'm only saying that because, you know, to get the condition and the muscle, you know, women's physique, you know, sometimes it can go a little bit hard in the face. But she, with women's physique, what they were wanting to do to improve upon what they felt was where women's bodybuilding lacked was they wanted to bring femininity back to bodybuilding, ladies bodybuilding, by rewinding the mass and the femininity. It is a factor. It is a factor. It's important for bringing new people into the industry and new women that want to compete. You know, that maybe feel they might sacrifice some of their femininity if they, you know, go too big. Okay, she's just walking up to a Smith machine. I'm not going to watch that. Yeah. Oh. Okay. That's okay. Any pictures you want to look at, Colleen? This is your shout out. Hang on. Okay. Wow, look at her legs. That's a good shot. Yeah, look at the condition. Wow. Absolutely phenomenal. Carol Alves. She's related to Troy. Troy Alves. That's a nice shot. Is that that looks like the Toronto Super Show. Yeah, what a beautiful look. What a lovely physique. That's really that's kind of very Juliana Malacan, isn't it? And that's Juliana, along with like Shanique, really are the benchmark for the criteria for women's physique. So any pictures? Look at that one. Oh, I like that one. That's a good one. Let's have a look at her. Carol. Yeah, she's sensational. How do you think she'll do at the Olympia? Oh, well, I suppose it's not this year's Olympia she's qualified for. It's next year's Olympia. So, yeah, she's got over a full year there to make improvements. That's a nice shot. Yeah, fantastic. Her shoulders. She's so... Look at the condition. Oh, imagine if Lionel Biecki being in that condition. It's true, though. It's true. If women can get this condition, why can't the guys? Yeah. Seriously. You know, for women to get body fat levels and get that kind of condition is hard. So when you get these male bodybuilders that turn up and they look like they're 6 weeks out, you know, take a leaf out of Carol's books because it's achievable. You know, good conditioning. Let's have a look at a video. I like the videos on these. Yeah. Very nice. Beautiful. Very Juliana Malacan. It's maybe an old video. I'd say she needs more glutes if she wants to look like Juliana, though. Because, okay, we'll move on to the next one. Okay, our third shout-out is... Oh, I can't say this. Bojana Ivanov. Bojana Ivanov. This is a guy that did the Romania yesterday. I believe he was 7th place. I remember this photo. Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, someone said to watch out for this guy. In fact, I started following him, actually, because of this photo. I think one of the Instagram, like Bodybuilders Without Borders, one of those, or Sulios, one of those Instagram accounts posted this picture. They reposted it and said, keep an eye out for this guy. And I absolutely love this guy's muscularity. He reminded me a bit of Hassan Mustafa at the Romania. I thought he was going to get a little bit higher than 7th, actually. Let's get... No, he hasn't posted any pictures yet from the Romania yet. Look at that. Yeah, that's a nice physique. I like the pop to his shoulders and his chest. His conditioning was good. I think it could have been a little bit better. I mean, he looks shredded in these pictures. But, yep. He's... look at his back there. Wow. That's a big old back. Yeah, no, he was getting good call-outs as well. Very, very good call-outs. Was he in the first call-out? I'm not sure. There he is in Romania, I'm assuming. Oh, that's last year. So he did Romania last year at 105 kilo, less than 14 weeks. So he was in it last year. I don't remember him being in it last year. I mean, I didn't really follow the play-by-play this last year. But yeah, so let's see some training stuff. He's not really giving... It's not... Sort your Instagram out, mate. Get some more content on there. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at I like this. I like all this thickness and roundness. Reminds me a bit of the old school bodybuilding fans. Remember a bit of Grant Thomas lookalike there in terms of the muscularity, the fullness of the muscle bellies. But yeah, it doesn't really say much about him. As a lot of it is in Russian, isn't it? Is he Russian? Doesn't say, does it? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. But yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to shine a bit of a spotlight on this guy. This is a good shot. That's a good shot. Look at his calves. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, he's not. I can't really. There's not too much text on here, so I don't really. It's hard to kind of work out too much about him. Maybe if he speaks good English, we'll have to get him on MD Globe Muscle in the future. Let's have a look at this one last video. Here we go. Yeah, he was good. He was a standout for me at the Romania Grand Prix. Sorry, Romania Muscle Fest yesterday. Definitely, I don't know his age. I don't know anything about him. It's just that he clearly has the genetics and the potential to really, really take it right to the top, this guy. So, yeah, Bojana, yep, you have been noticed. Bojan Ivanov. So, yeah, so check this guy out. Give him a follow. He's only got 15.8 thousand followers. 10 times overall champion, amateur Olympia champion. So that's obviously where he got his pro card. So, yeah, I've got a feeling he's going to be maybe late 20s, early 30s. But, yeah, fantastic new talent, I'm assuming from Russia or Ukraine. Okay, go to on the final shout-out. This is to the Prophecy Performance Center. Now, as you know, in this the start of this episode, we had Nathan De Asha on with Andreas Michli from they hit the national news for keeping their gyms open during the pandemic, during the lockdown in the UK. And as you can see, apparently Nathan's account has been shut down because he has been, defying the government ruling that we have to shut gyms and they're not classed as essential businesses when McDonald's and all these other places and like certain types of shops have been left open. Yeah, this is Nathan De Asha's gym in Liverpool. If you remember, we did a back training segment in Globe Muscle a few episodes ago, and Nathan was who we featured. Sorry, it was at that gym we filmed Nathan at. Sorry, I'm just checking out through all the police stuff. Okay, should we play one or? Here we go. Let's play one. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, the police making regular visits. So you can be arrested now if you don't verify details for breaking no law. We understand police have a job to do and completely respect it, but you can't come around threatening and trying to scare us with made-up stuff. We don't appreciate it. So, yeah, but Nathan's been getting a lot of support online. He just simply wants to keep his gym open. He believes very, very strongly, as if you've watched the interview at the start of this episode. But I just want to shine a bit of a light on Nathan because a lot of people there's a lot of people supporting Nathan for what he's trying to do, simply trying to keep his business afloat and give people a place to train, somewhere to escape from kind of all the stresses of really what has been an absolutely stressful year. But so there's that's just the gym generally. That's a nice gym. I've been there. I've trained there. Have I trained there? I've been there. No, I haven't trained there. I've just always been filming for Globe Muscle. So, yeah, that's the main gym area. Oh, it's changed a bit. It's a bit this place looks so empty without our members in it. Oh, man, it's stressful. Oh, I hope we can all get this situation sorted out because it's really dragging on now. And I know it's just tough to know what to do, really. Follow or fight, So, anyway, Prophecy Performance Center. I would say drop in, but maybe till lockdown's over and done with, because but the gym still is open. He's defying it. The doors are shut, but the gym is open. So so just wish him all the best, really, and hope that hopefully we can kind of find resolution to this very, very stressful situation. Okay, guys, that is the end of episode 17, MD Globe Muscle. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And we will see you next week for MD Globe Muscle. And we are out.